Welcome to our deep dive into the major issues shaping the 2024 U.S. presidential election. As voters prepare to head to the polls, the candidates are focusing on a range of critical topics that will impact the future of the nation. From economic policies and healthcare reform to climate change and national security, these issues are at the forefront of the election debate. In this video, we'll explore the 6 big issues that are likely to drive voter decisions and influence the direction of the country. Join us as we break down these key topics and examine how they could shape the outcome of the 2024 election. 6 big issues in the presidential election 2024 USA. So before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, also subscribe to our channel. The 2024 U.S. presidential election is shaping up to be one of the most consequential in recent memory. The race between Donald Trump, the Republican frontrunner, and Kamala Harris, the Democratic vice president, is likely to be heavily influenced by a series of crucial issues that have dominated the political landscape. These issues include the economy, healthcare, immigration, climate change, voting rights, and foreign policy. Each of these concerns will shape voter preferences, with both candidates offering starkly different visions for the country's future. Below, we explore the 6 key issues that are expected to define the 2024 election. 1. The economy. A battle for economic vision. The economy remains at the forefront of voters' minds, particularly as inflation, high interest rates, and recession fears have persisted throughout 2023 and 2024. While the U.S. economy has shown signs of recovery, the unevenness of the rebound has left many voters feeling uncertain about their financial futures. This makes economic policy a major battleground for both candidates. Donald Trump's economic record. Trump will likely focus on his pre-pandemic economic record, highlighting the period of low unemployment, tax cuts, and deregulation that he claims fueled job creation and economic growth during his presidency. Trump will emphasize the idea of America First economics, which includes reducing regulations on businesses, renegotiating trade deals, especially with China, and revitalizing American manufacturing. He will argue that his economic policies are best suited to combat inflation and restore financial stability, appealing to working-class voters, particularly in rural and industrial areas. Trump's message is expected to resonate strongly with voters who believe that his administration delivered better economic outcomes than the current one. Kamala Harris and the Democratic approach. On the other hand, Kamala Harris and the Democrats will focus on policies that promote infrastructure development, renewable energy, and reducing income inequality. Harris will likely highlight the Biden administration's accomplishments in passing the Inflation Reduction Act, which allocates billions of dollars for infrastructure, climate change mitigation, and manufacturing jobs in green energy sectors. Harris is also expected to emphasize Democratic efforts to raise the minimum wage, improve access to affordable health care, and expand social safety nets. Her economic platform will focus on creating high-paying jobs, ensuring wage growth for middle-class Americans, and addressing housing affordability. Harris will seek to position herself as the candidate of economic opportunity for working families, contrasting this with Trump's tax policies, which disproportionately benefited wealthy individuals and corporations. 2. Healthcare and reproductive rights, a central debate. Healthcare remains a perennial issue in American elections, but the overturning of Roe v. Wade by the Supreme Court in 2022 has catapulted reproductive rights to the forefront of the 2024 election. Polls indicate that women voters, particularly in suburban areas, view healthcare and reproductive rights as pivotal concerns. Kamala Harris's stance on healthcare and reproductive rights. Kamala Harris is expected to make the protection of reproductive rights a central plank of her campaign, advocating for federal legislation that would codify the right to abortion into law. She will also focus on expanding access to affordable healthcare, building on the framework of the Affordable Care Act, ACA, initiated during the Obama administration. Harris is likely to promote Medicare expansion and programs that reduce the cost of prescription drugs, arguing that Democrats are committed to ensuring healthcare as a universal right. Her stance on healthcare is designed to appeal to both progressive voters who want a stronger government role in healthcare and moderate voters who support the ACA but are wary of more radical reforms like Medicare for all. 3. Immigration and border security, a hot-button issue. Immigration continues to be a contentious issue, especially in states along the U.S.-Mexico border. Both candidates have starkly contrasting visions for immigration policy. Trump's hardline stance on immigration. Donald Trump is expected to double down on his previous immigration policies, which include building a wall along the southern border, deporting undocumented immigrants, and cracking down on sanctuary cities. His platform will likely emphasize the need for strong border security, framing illegal immigration as a threat to national security and economic stability. Trump's base, particularly in states like Arizona and Texas, supports his tough-on-immigration policies, viewing them as necessary to prevent crime and protect American jobs. Trump's populist rhetoric on immigration is expected to galvanize his core supporters while also appealing to swing voters concerned about border control. 4. Climate change and energy policy. Competing visions. As concerns about climate change grow, energy policy will play a key role in shaping the 2024 election. The candidates' positions reflect competing visions for how the U.S. should address environmental challenges while ensuring economic growth. Harris's climate agenda. Harris is expected to continue promoting the Biden administration's ambitious climate agenda, including efforts to transition to renewable energy sources, reduce carbon emissions, and combat the effects of climate change. The Inflation Reduction Act, passed during Biden's term, included billions of dollars in clean energy investments, and Harris will likely tout these achievements as a roadmap for creating sustainable, high-paying jobs in green energy sectors like wind, solar, and electric vehicles. Harris' platform on climate is designed to appeal to younger voters, progressives, and urban residents concerned about the long-term impact of climate change on the planet. Trump's focus on energy independence. Trump's approach will focus on energy independence through the increased production of oil, coal, and natural gas. He has consistently criticized the Biden administration for its environmental regulations, which he claims have hurt American energy producers and contributed to higher gas prices. Trump is expected to call for the rollback of climate regulations, arguing that energy production is vital to economic growth and national security. His platform will likely resonate with voters in energy-producing states like Texas and Pennsylvania, as well as those concerned about the affordability of energy. 5. Voting rights and democracy, a defining issue. The integrity of elections and the future of democracy itself have become central issues following the controversies surrounding the 2020 election. Harris's focus on protecting voting rights. Kamala Harris will likely champion expanded voting rights, advocating for measures to make it easier for Americans to vote, including early voting, mail-in ballots, and automatic voter registration. She will argue that protecting the right to vote is essential to maintaining a healthy democracy. Harris will also focus on curbing gerrymandering and reducing the influence of money in politics, appealing to voters who believe that electoral reforms are necessary to restore public trust in the democratic process. 6. Foreign policy and national security. The global stage. As global tensions rise, particularly with China and Russia, foreign policy will be a central issue in the 2024 election. Harris's diplomatic approach. Kamala Harris will likely focus on strengthening alliances with NATO, reaffirming U.S. commitments to international organizations, and addressing global challenges like climate change, cybersecurity, and nuclear proliferation. Harris's foreign policy will emphasize diplomacy, with a particular focus on containing Russian aggression in Ukraine and managing the U.S.-China relationship. She will seek to present herself as a steady, experienced leader on the global stage. Thanks for watching our exploration of the 6 big issues driving the 2024 presidential election. Understanding these key topics is essential as we approach Election Day, and they will play a significant role in shaping the future of the nation. If you found this video informative, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates and analysis on the election and other important matters. Stay engaged, stay informed, and we'll see you in our next video.